Whether you are investing just 20 million or 500 million naira, there's always a very optimal way to do it. And I'm going to share you 5 strategies that will actually make you the most money while investing in real estate in this video. I'm not just going to be telling you about these investment strategies. I'm going to also be taking you to properties where I've invested using these strategies, both as a developer and an investor, and showing you how you can also get involved with it and giving you options towards the end on how you can actually get properties in these particular investment strategies. Very good way to invest is using long lease apartments, especially when you have between 10 or even 7 to 25 million. And with this, you're looking at cash flow. So you own a property for 15 to 20 years depending on the particular deal, and you make rental income. Like this particular building, we did a long lease here as the developers like 2 years ago, and people who own these units, they bought it for around 8-10 million for a studio apartment, and currently they are making around 3.6 million every year from Shortlet, which means in like 4 years they would have made way more than the money they is in buying it. And this particular property went for 20 years. We've done particular deals where people bought for like 3 million in like 2021, and right now many of them are making 2-3 million every year from the same apartment they bought for just 3 million. And it's very good to give you cash flow, and it's also something you can sell. Let's say within your first 5 years you can still sell it and make back your money with significant interest. So here I'm going to be showing you a very smart way for you to invest. So this particular investment is you own apartment buildings. Now remember when I said cash flow, you have to have cash flow in mind, something that will pay you. So you own either a studio apartment like this or a 1-bedroom. Now studio apartment like this can go from 45 to 60 million, and the key thing is it makes you money every month. So something like this can be making around 500k a month, paid into your account, fully managed by a company, specifically Flink Realty. In this case, this is my major business, what I do for people. I build houses like this, then you buy a unit like this and we help you manage. Now this particular I sold out, this is somebody else's unit. So when we furnish it like this, we put it out for Shortlet and we make money, and you get your own share as the owner of the house. So you can own a couple of this. I have a client that has built his portfolio to a point where he makes 66 million every year from owning things like this, and now he's moving to shoot for 100 million a year. And the beautiful thing is the rental income keeps increasing year by year by year. So you can either own this or you're owning a 1-bedroom. 1-bedroom goes for around 80 to like 110 million to own a 1-bedroom apartment. Now if you cannot afford to own something like this, there's also another way you can invest very cheaply. Own something like this without paying the full price, and that's called co-ownership. So co-ownership is the way multiple people own units in this one building. Multiple people can also own one apartment. So you come 3-4 people own an apartment like this, and then you get dividend from it. So for instance, this particular one you can own for 17 million. You co-own for 17 million, and every year you get 2 million. We also have another property where you can co-own for just 20 million naira, and you'll be getting 3 million every year. So 3 million every year is coming to you with your 20 million naira investment. Now the beauty of this is you don't have to now save up till you get all the money. Most times when people want to buy property, you come and check this apartment and the apartment is for 20 million, but you have just 10. You start saving. By the time you finish saving up to that 20, you realize the apartment has also appreciated, now it's 30, and you miss the opportunity. Instead, you can take that 10, co-own the apartment while you save to buy more units or more slots in the future. And that way you don't have to have all the money to own units in Lagos. Another good way to invest is buying bulk apartment building. So you're either looking to buy a building like this fully. I did a video where you can get one of these for like 850 million, and to be generating over 160 million for you every year. Or you can buy some variation of it, maybe like 5 studio, 1-bedroom, like a floor, and you just put the units together, buy it for like 200-300 million, and then you'll be making up to 50-60 million every year from it. Now there are different variations you can mix and match to fit your budget specifically, so that way you maximize how much you're making by owning the right property. So this is really smart when you compare it to just buying a single building, which is like most of these luxury houses, because most people who have like 500 million, 600 million, they want to buy a building, they just buy one unit or 4-bedroom apartment somewhere in maybe like Phase 1 or VI or even Chevron. And what we noticed is those kind of apartments, they give you lesser rental income than when you buy a bunch of studios or a bunch of 1-bedroom in one building and you own it, because that way you maximize how much your money is making you, not just buying the prettiest thing you can afford. Another strategy that people ignore is buying old houses. This is a property I helped the client buy in 2020. Now look at what it looks like today. This property was completely transformed and now it's producing income for that client. In just 5 years, now what the client makes on this property every year is more than the amount he bought it. Because why? Old houses are cheap, they save you cost on acquisition and construction. Most times you're buying a 2-story building or 3-story building for the cost of just the land. Let's say for instance you see a place where the land is 150, you see a 2-story building, old house there for sale for like 200, which means the property itself is 20 million. Though renovation can be expensive sometimes, but it's not as expensive as building from scratch. Cost of iron is through the roof, cement is through the roof. But with buying old houses, you can take them, renovate them, and turn them into rental income machines for you. You can even resell later for a way higher price. Flip them, sell, and make your money. Now it depends on your capital, because it is very capital intensive. If you're going to do something like this, you should have between 300 to like 600 million, depending on your own capital and risk appetite. And this kind of properties, you see them mostly around Surulere, Yaba, and other areas on the mainland, because those places, they've been developed for like 20 years, 15 years. People have been living there for such a long time that you will see old houses. You might not be able to get good deals on the island, because most of the places there are just recently developed. Nobody was living there like 15-20 years ago. But on the mainland, there are a ton of deals like this, especially in Yaba. I like Yaba because I even have one I'm on now personally in Yaba. I want to renovate. I'm going to make it around like 50 to 70 million a year by the time I finish renovation on it. And one of my key things is always cash flow. Don't buy property that will not make you money. Do not buy property that will not make you money. Don't buy property because of passion or love for it. Buy property because you make money from it, and always buy property where the rental income is good and you have good cash flow. So whether you are looking to invest 20 million or 500 million, there are very good investments you can go for. So you just have to pick the right one that fits your risk tolerance and the time horizon you are looking and the kind of money you want to make, and not just invest in whatever you see. Now if you're looking to get more details on any of this investment strategy, you can book a consultation to find more information, give you pointers on specific properties where it's available, or you can also call to just find out the exact property available for each of these investments in case you're ready to make a purchase on anyone. I'm Bright to KK. I'll see you on the next video.